phone say?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
She was looking at her phone
God.
and then looked up at the clock. And then why does your clock say 4:41?
Because yours says 4:41? I don't know.
Because that's what, nothing. And that's the problem.
That's the problem?
That's the problem.
So you're recording here. You can record when you're ready. Just start that.
Okay.
Let this go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Had some struggles there?
Having a little bit of a struggle bus.
They wasn't doing the
Beep,
thing.
beep.
Okay, y'all. So let's get this stuff down and dirty, okay?
You say as you immediately go to your phone and continue.
Oh, yeah, they're not related. They're actually beetles. Love bugs are technically flies. Okay, everybody ready?
Hearts and minds. Hearts and minds.
All right, let me put my phone up.
Does this straw look weird?
It's a paper straw. It's flimsy now.
So maybe not bending it like that. So I need you to know, I need you to get one of those faces because I'm putting it on Instagram.
For sure, I'll do that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I wanted to look, but I didn't see it in the last video. But she makes it so often, I know you'll find it.
Especially within the first half of the video.
I do make it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Make that face.
All right, well, Code Switching Naturally podcast in 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
What it is?
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Hi, guys.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Welcome to another episode of Code Switching Naturally. I'm AJ.
I'm Channy.
I'm Q. Consistency.
I'm so sorry.
Well, we were consistent, but we not allowed to say hi first? What do you want from us, Quinte? Do you want us to say hello, welcome back to
the beginnings?
How about that? Because God darn it, we do it, but let us get there. Let us flow.
What do you mean? I waited. I waited patiently.
No, you didn't.
And Channing was just like, dude.
I want to let you know I accidentally went to commercial break immediately as soon as
you did.
as soon as the episode started. I was like, I'm out of here. And I was desperately trying to come
so
back.
I'm afraid to ask, like, how is everyone? Everyone is amazing. Oh my God.
It's amazing.
You know what? I probably should have also asked for a shot of espresso.
I think.
First of all, let me tell y'all how he told me to just choose between the peach green tea and the shot tea. He didn't say any extra hoopla. So I did what I was told.
Oh, okay, and I didn't regret my decision at all. Thank you for helping me in these trying times.
You're so welcome. I'm glad I could be of
I would just
help.
like to remind y'all, and like you mostly, because you know, I wasn't a real person until about like day and a half ago, if we're being real generous.
I understand.
Yeah, I understand.
Just so you know, everybody out there on the internet, real colds still suck.
Yeah,
real bad. Like, you know, we're still living in the Pantene
COVID
Pro
sucks,
V.
but also like,
true. Yeah, you know, we're still
being sick still.
still dealing with a panic at the everywhere. You know what I mean? But real colds still can tear you. They can tear you up. They can whoop that ass. And this last one,
Whoop that trick.
yeah,
Whoop that.
I was the trick, and I did not appreciate it. Not even a little bit. But you know, thanks to the power of medicine.
A good old bed rest.
Oh, Not enough. I honestly went to work earlier than I probably should have.
That is disgusting.
That is
But
terrible.
also,
It's trash.
I'm too broke to be sick. So here we are.
And is that not the times that we live in right now?
It just make you mad, doesn't it?
All right, well, let's hop on in. Let's just get right to it because this conversation is going to irritate me. But
I mean, it's part
I'm
of
so
the,
excited for you to get mad about this.
it's part of the scene. It's part of the theme.
Exactly.
so let me set y'all up real quick.
Code switching immediately.
Because I was telling them about something that happened, which makes this topic all the more real for me. And I'm going to try to tread this a little lightly because it's still my job at the end of the day. So long story short, I have a client who is a mini Karen. And the mini Karen was weaponizing her tears against another student or the students in her class after she made some racially derogatory statements. And when they called her out on it, she decided, oh my gosh, I feel threatened. Let me run away. Well, unfortunately, you have a black therapist, which was also brought up in conversation because she was reiterating that she doesn't understand what black people say. She doesn't understand what we say. She doesn't understand our verbiage. She was like, I don't understand like slang. I said, well, it's not meant for you to understand. So that's your business.
Sure.
That's on you, honey.
But it was so much. It was so hard for me to. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was because one, I was at work, and two,
Fresh.
I have to be professional even when I don't want to be because it would have been really easy. So basically, today's topic is the angry black woman syndrome. Hi, how are you? I'm an angry black woman, apparently.
Or just angry. I want to say angry black because
Well,
I
he
have those issues as well.
He does have those issues as well. But I had to like really dig into her because you're more of a danger to your counterparts than they will ever be to you.
Always.
I said, this is literally life or death. I said, if you was to walk out of this door and go tell another white teacher these students did something to you, they're going to listen to you far quicker than they're ever going to listen to a black student. And you could potentially ruin that child's life. If you were to go out inside this building and tell a police officer that, and I said, I went through the history books. I said, Emmett Till was 14 years old, like you. He got lynched, hung, and murdered for a white woman lying about him looking at her, lying about the interaction with her. So you think somebody's supposed to care about your white tears? How is that possible? And I said, you're making it seem like these black kids, especially female students, are the aggressors towards you, and it's not even true. So, on top of that, me being a therapist by myself in a school where my boss is not in the building is also very trying because of the fact that I am a woman and that I do work in a predominantly white environment that does not feel that therapy is conducive or helpful to these students. And so there's been plenty of times where people have lied on me and said stuff about me and talked about me or put me in drama that I have no earthly idea about, but I can't get mad. I can't react. I can't say what I want to say because, one, I'm not a part of the school. I'm a guest in their school, as my boss so politely says it. Or, okay, fuck all that. I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
How many times, or can y'all think of a scenario where somebody told you to calmly, or what's the biggest pet peeve, a phrase where they tell you not to be angry when you know damn well that situation should have been angry?
I think a lot. There have been times where people have told me that I am being over dramatic about how, like, and this is actually because of how I like the people have reacted to how emotional I am about when the people wrong me, that nowadays, you already know, like sometimes I will just shut down in certain situations where I should actually I should probably turn up and like defend myself.
Mm-hmm.
And
because it's learned from like other people telling me that I'm being over dramatic or I'm being too much.
I turned up full.
And like, is it like, and honestly, the real question is, am I really like being over dramatic? Am I like the one being turned up, or is it just y'all are not hearing what I'm trying to say? Or y'all are not understanding
that part.
Both.
Exactly. What I'm going through is very valid. And I'm trying to get you to understand that what the kind of hurt that I'm going through.
Right.
And you're not getting it. Like you're not understanding.
Or they're downplaying it.
Or they're downplaying
dismissing it, which is worse.
All the time. What about you?
All right. So I am a large black man.
You are.
Who learned to project.
Yeah.
So like, if I need you to hear me, you're going to.
Correct, as they should.
However, projecting is different from yelling. And let me tell you,
my gosh,
the number of people that have gotten offended
because you projected.
I'm gonna give you one of these situations.
Okay.
I got two actually. The first one was one of my employees who was very much so a Karen. We won't go into too many details about her because I'll just get mad.
Is it recently?
It was within the last year.
Okay.
Within the last year. She had a tendency to just talk and just keep talking. So she's up in the office. She was in the middle of putting things up. But she had stopped and was talking to my manager. He's also a talker. It's fun. He'd done what he needed to do. So I'm on my way past because this is a truck day. I want to get this stuff moving, get it going. So I just, on my way past, I'm like, talking work. At the same time, that's all I said. Like, half an hour and later, she goes, I'm going to need you to not yell at me in the future. What are you talking about? Both me and my manager just looked and went, what? What? So, yeah, apparently I had yelled at her, and she didn't like that, and I wasn't going to do that anymore. I very calmly said, I did not yell at you, but I will be more careful about the tone of my voice in the future.
How far back can you guys recollect people telling you to be less angry or less aggressive? Or has that been a thing for you? Has that ever had to happen?
You know, I think it happened. It really kind of, for me, I feel like it dates back to like childhood, to the point where like the flip side of it is when I try to de-escalate and I do try to like settle back and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to chill out. I get, you look like you have an attitude.
Just because we have resting bitch face does not mean we have a fucking attitude.
That's the thing.
Mind your business.
Like, I really, like, if I put my face straight, I look like a bitch. Like, I just look,
also,
I look mean.
Until you say something and then I smile.
Exactly.
Also, let's be all the way clear about this. So what, and this is because that's very much a parent response. So what you're telling me is I'm supposed to just look at you blankly while you tell me that I have done wrong. Because I can't pop off because then I'm being disrespectful.
It doesn't make
but
sense.
Then it doesn't even, calm. But then it's sometimes not even about a reprimand.
So then
it's
I got
just
attitude.
But it's sometimes you're just sitting here minding your business. And this is the creepiest thing. This is not a cool thing to do, especially coming from a white man. You should smile more. Put a smile on your face.
Hate that.
Don't fucking tell me what to do, bitch. I'm minding my business. How about you mind yours?
Let me tell you something. the number of people that do that to me at work.
I don't want to smile all the time. Like, leave me alone. Doesn't mean I'm upset.
I don't got to do shit but stay black and die.
Hello? And I'm going to be fine doing it, too.
I used to get a whole bunch of that, especially when I was, like, for some reason, riding, like, being in a city bus. And, like,
on any public transportation, obviously.
You are going to get it. And I used to have, like, public transportation in my high school for, like, the last 2 years. Every fucking day after school, before school, at like 6 in the morning.
That's too early.
Especially
like,
at 6
put
in the morning.
Put a smile on it. Why aren't you need to be putting a smile on that face? You're a predator. I don't care.
Completely. Like,
why do you want me to? It is early in the morning, or it's after class.
Do you know me? No. Why are you talking to me?
Why?
Please stop.
Why?
So I think a lot of our issues as far as like being projected, viewed as angry, yada yada, is there's so much like built up both from within and without our community.
Because let me tell you something right now. Because I am a confident person and I mince no words ever, I think the youngest I can think back to, because I was a little spotty as a kid, though. I was a hot button.
You were.
Especially between like 8 and 13, especially when we moved to Florida.
Oh yeah, no, you fully took after the paternal side. You did.
I did.
And let's not forget, the maternal side also had some spice. They had some spice in their young.
The both sides of y'all's family. Some spicy people.
Should be studied. If we're being all the way real.
I don't understand how y'all got 2 spicy people, built a spicy household, and now have spicy children.
And we're actually, and lo and behold, I am a very deadly, dangerous mix of both spices.
It's so bad.
And it depends on what side of the coin you flip is who you get.
I am far milder.
I'm not. But when it comes to like professional settings though, I can remember I used to work at the YMCA around the corner. And I used to get dinged. They were like, "You can't yell at the kids." And I'm like, I don't yell at the kids. I get their attention. I project. But I'm yelling. But then the white boy who was literally just yelling at the kids, "Oh, good job. You're doing great. They listen to you. They respect you. My kids love and respect me too." But he did the same exact thing, and he got nothing for it. I was 14, 15.
People really need to check their own biases when they make those kind of comments.
But yeah,
but they're not gonna.
But again, that was 14, 15.
You're a child.
I am, okay. And then what made me realize that having representation in certain spaces, when I was working in, while I was living in D.C. in that job I had at the non-public school, by the time I left, they were essentially wanting me to stay. They actually wanted me to move into a clinician role. And I was like, I have to... My school, for whatever reason, wasn't letting me do my internship there and get paid at the same time.
Stupid.
It was very stupid. But actually, until the last minute, she was like, "Oh, you could have done..." Anyway, so they were like really praising me for remaining professional no matter what was happening to me. Because it was moments I got hit upside the head with an iPad. I had an iPad thrown at my temple. I had kids punching, kicking, spitting, slapping, scratching. Like, I had all of it. Then you had the adults in the building, because I didn't really interact with people. Like, I was cordial to everybody. I spoke to everybody. I would say good morning. If you didn't speak back, okay, cool. Keep it pushing. Right. After a while in the workplace, you understand some people don't like speaking to you. Okay, cool. You don't have to speak back no more. Like, I won't bother you, but if I need you or if I ask you for something in our professional setting, I expect it to be done because we all have a job to do. Right. But that was when I kind of felt validated in the workspace. But then in the same coin, I had a professor look me in my face and tell me, oh, you march to the beat of your own drum, and that gets a little old for people. Tone that down some.
Toning it down is a horrible term to use.
Especially from a fellow black person.
That's horrible.
And so it's like...
And you know what? I'm sure that teacher, that person, saw that as a good bit of wisdom.
He sure did. And I tell all my clients all the time, I said, if my professors could see how I do therapy today, they would probably be like, oh my God, what have we done? Because I don't go by anything that they knocked me for. Who I am, it's not for everybody. I'm not meant to service everybody.
There's a therapist for everybody, but you ain't for everybody.
I'm not. And so when clients be like, nope, I'm good on that. Okay, fine, bye. Have a good one. No hard feelings. I wish you well on your journey. But like, and my boss now, I haven't found a way to tell her, stop fucking playing with me. Like, I have been professional since day one. Anytime, because she was like, well, make sure you calmly tell them, or if I'm venting to her, she was like, you didn't really say that to them. I said, now why would I go and say that? Why would I say that? She was like, well, I wish no, but why would I say that? I'm talking to my boss,
right?
Not the person who I want to say the shit to,
right?
So obviously I should feel safe enough to come to you as my boss and tell you what's going on because you're not here. You don't come. So why is it calmly, or why do I have to professionally? I know how to be a professional. Have you ever had any comments about my professionalism ever?
From your clients, specifically.
Because you know where I was going with that.
The people who actually like are with you.
Right, because
that man he couldn't even speak to my professionalism because first of all, sir.
When we were talking about Angry Black Woman, that scenario came up. Immediately.
Y'all would be so motherfucking proud of me. Okay, we gonna put this in as like a behind the scenes real quick.
For sure.
Because so y'all, let me tell y'all. So this front desk man, he was the front desk secretary. That's it. Front desk secretary. I ain't had no reason to talk to this man unless a parent was here to see me, a child was dropping something off, or a child came to see me.
Pause
okay?
for a second. I want the word secretary
to
be spelled out.
Okay.
Like right here.
Okay, yes, ma'am. I understand. Will do. I'll make sure that's edited into the video.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So, secretary.
Staring at that spot. Just
secretary. So, long story short, I asked him professionally. I sent a professional email saying, hey, please do not knock on my door during a session as it interrupts the work I'm doing with my kids. And in a professional email, and you have bosses, you CC the bosses on the email.
Right.
My man went on a smear campaign, y'all.
About a door.
To my boss and his, and I politely responded, I am only going to discuss what was requested. Thank you. Have a blessed day. My man went to my boss directly without his. Emailed my boss and told her she's never where her kids can find her. Her kids be just walking around and disrespectful, doing what they want to do. How you know if you don't come to work and you supposed to be at the front desk? How do you know that? How would you know what my kids be doing and what they got to do with me?
You got to mind the business that pays you.
Because that wasn't the business that paid you at all. And so she didn't respond in the way that he deemed necessary or appropriate. So he went above her head to my regional director. He skipped a couple of people.
Oh, wow.
And went straight to my regional director.
Yeah, he skipped too many steps.
He skipped too many steps.
And
so my regional director was like, okay, send that back down. Because what they got to do with me?
No.
So, y'all, I wanted to cuss this man smooth and smack him smooth in the motherfucking face. Because at this point, Dr. Jekyll's daughter came out. Little Miss Frankenstein came out.
Nope, that was too many references.
That was a lot of references.
And
oh my God.
they were not they were not together.
They were not together
Dr.
because that's how
Jekyll.
mad I was.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Just so that we're clear.
I'm clear on it, guys. Okay. I said what I said when I said it. Okay. I know what I said. Okay. I know why I said what I said. But I know, Q, let it go.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I'm sorry.
Let it go.
It's not the same as Frankenstein. I'm sorry. I'm good. Yeah, no, carry on.
But what I'm saying is, it wasn't supposed to make sense because that's how mad I was. Yeah. Let it go, sir. Let it go. But anyway, we're going to wrap this up because we have to go soon. But, like, we had to have a meeting like I was a child. And I had to literally bite my tongue in front of two white people and not tell this man, hey, nigga, let me catch you outside and I promise you I'm going to fuck you up on sight. Because who the fuck do you think you are to come in? You old enough to be my daddy. Are you mad because I'm not fucking you? Are you mad because I didn't give you attention? Like, grow up and grow a pair. Like, that's really what I wanted to say. But I looked him in the face. I said, sir, I have no issue with you. I just want you to stay in your lane and not knock on my door. Because you have been given multiple chances.
What's so funny about this whole thing is that all of it circles back to that same notice that you told him in the beginning, which is don't knock on the fucking door.
Right. Like, we still needed to address that point. All of this could have been avoided if you had simply...
You went through so many cycles, and it just went back to, don't knock on the goddamn door.
And I promise y'all, I have never heard a heterosexual male say, you came for me, so I sent for you. And I said, I'm sorry, what the fuck, bro? Like, who says that shit? I don't understand.
Well, let's be all the way clear. The gays aren't claiming him, so
no.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah, no, I literally looked him in the face. I said, I'm gonna say this in front of them. Me and you have nothing else to talk about. What is it? Reconciliation. Mm-hmm. There's no need for us to have a conversation after this point. I have nothing to say to you. You won't have anything to say to me because what you did was inappropriate and I can't rock with that. And I said it just like that. Mm-hmm. I don't care who's in the building, cause the principal told me, well, we don't want any ain't no animosity, but I said what I said.
Right.
There's no reason.
There's no nothing. There's
no reason for me to be in anything, and so currently, for whatever reason, it's just like I feel like because I am who I am, I get that a lot more than most people because I don't care what you think about me. I normally mind my business. I keep to myself. I don't say anything to anybody because I know where it could take me. If you piss me off, there's probably a likelihood that I could black out. And if I black out, I'm not liable for shit. So mind your business. Don't tap on that nerve and I will be fine.
I mean, I think technically, legally, you are liable, but I also understand that you might not have control of your faculties in that moment.
I said what I said.
I know, and I'm agreeing with you. I'm adding caveats just so that everybody...
I don't give a damn about that caveat.
Don't give a fuck about that caveat.
I don't care about that caveat because it's just...
I missed my second story.
Oh, yeah, you did. I'm sorry.
I did. It's okay. It's all right. It's very quick.
It's the last one, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm here. Mm-hmm. The other person is across the store. They have done a dumb thing.
Oh, boy.
They've burnt the hot dogs, but like not
Charred.
To an unsalvageable point. Mm-hmm. But they're going to grab more hot dogs to put hot dogs out. And I went, before they got all the way back over to where I am, mm-hmm. I project because he's across the store.
Right.
Stop. Put them back.
They thought you yelled?
Yes.
They were scared?
So I'm at the register. He comes stand next to me. And he's like, so I'm going to need you to be calm with me.
Were they at 8.5 by 11?
No, but like also kinda.
Were they a spicy white?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So
they got the swirl.
This misinterpretation is like what ends up with we have dead black men because you think that there is aggression.
Right.
where there isn't any.
Right.
And I think that's the bullshit that I don't like, because when you're speaking about us as a race, what they did, because I promise you, when you hear, like, when you walk up to a black household, you don't know if they're arguing or talking loudly and having a good time. You don't know what you're going to get when you walk in that door. But the point is, you know, at the end of it, it's all going to be love eventually.
Yes.
Eventually.
Eventually.
It may not be that same night. It may not be that same night. So don't go in thinking black people just be arguing and then it be over. No. It's not how that works. So you do have to be very cognizant of that. And I think that it's very dangerous. Like I was telling my client, like it's dangerous. And for you to put the burden of the token black friend on her, I was like, I can't give you that. Cause baby she was when I tell y'all she was visibly upset, and I looked at her, I said, "You're her friend?" She said, I said, "So, what you think about all this?" I said, "Baby, I don't know. If you need a second to think about the question, that's fine. If you don't want to say it out loud, it's fine." And I don't know what I said. I don't remember exactly what I said, but whatever it was broke the dam. Because she cried for the rest of that conversation.
Fair.
And I told her to come here, and I was rubbing on her. I said, "Yes, sis, you can sit down. You can sit right here and face everybody. But but I don't care about your discomfort right now, because what your discomfort did was hurt every single person in this room." And I said, including your friend. I said, "Do you see what you did? Look at it. A part of integrity is how you interact and deal with people, even when you don't understand it. So you can't tell me you want to be integral and then lie like you do, and then look them in the face and tell them, well, you misconstrued what I said. No, the fuck they didn't. You said what you said. Stand 10 toes in your shit and deal with it. You don't get to act like the victim." And then the teacher was upset because she was like, "It was only me and you having the conversation. So you felt threatened by me talking to you?" Right. So that's what you're saying? She's like, "You know what? I'm going to stop. Miss Stevens, you take over, because I said, "I understand, baby. I got it. You ain't got to say nothing else." So, and it was the fact that you was just sitting there like crying about you and like, I'm uncomfortable and I don't know. Don't nobody care about your white tears. Because you don't get to weaponize them. When you talk about, I said, if you're going to have black friends, you need to understand black culture and respect it.
Right. Also, let's go back to that slang comment that you mentioned earlier. If she doesn't mention slang, like she doesn't know it.
She doesn't know it.
Then it's her prerogative to learn it.
Oh, you want to know the best part of this whole story? Mm-hmm. I asked her, I said, when you start talking to your daddy again? She was like, I haven't. I said, so you done just created this whole situation on a lie? Mm-hmm. They was like, you don't even talk to your daddy? No, you do not.
So what was the point? What was the reason? What was the reason?
What was the reason?
What was the reason, bitch? What was the reason? But yeah, essentially, like, it was such a weird but empowering moment, because I looked that little black girl in the face, because she's very quiet and she reminded me a lot of her. And it was just like, I pointed to Shani for the people who listen, not watch it, because what are you doing? Why aren't you following us on YouTube? Anyway, Shani is very quiet, and she's also very like, and actually she was more so like Makayla than Shani, because Shani now is a very vocal box, and I'm here for it. But Makayla is still very much like, I don't want to deal with it. I'm going to shut down. Right. And I saw a lot of Makayla in that, and I was like, baby, you don't have to take that burden. You don't need to take it. Right. And I was like, and you don't have to continue to be her friend if that's not what you want to do.
True.
Being that token black friend puts you in a really confusing space.
It does.
Especially at that young age, because what you're trying to understand is that these people say that they care about you, and at the same time they do things that disrespect parts of who you are.
Correct. every single time.
And it's such a disgusting place to be in, because now you have to figure out who you are and how you're going to handle that situation with this person who says that they care about you, but you know for a fact you care about them.
Right. And so I told her, I said, if you need some time, you could take it. I said, when you ready, you got me and you got your teacher. You can come to either one of us. If you want to write it down, or if you want to just come tell us, you know how I was like, holla at Dr. McCray. She can find me and you'll be fine.
I'm glad you had that conversation with her, because it took me a long time to reevaluate my relationships with people because of being the token black friend.
Because I was like, you remember my friends when I was in middle school, and I was like the only one of two black girls. And it was like, I knew when it was my birthday and I wanted to invite my man, but I was like, no, it's a girls' night. We're going to have a girls' night. And one of their tires went flat. They called their boyfriend to come fix it. And then they invited their boyfriends to my birthday dinner.
Oh, weird.
And I said, why are they here? They were like, well, don't be selfish. They fixed the car. I said, okay, well, they can get a thank you, and we can go out to dinner with them another day. But it's my birthday. I don't want to go out with them. I didn't invite my boyfriend, because my boyfriend could have clearly came and got me. I didn't need this. And they were like, well, you're being selfish. What about them? Okay, good for them. Thanks for coming to help us. Now go home. We'll do this later. Thank you is enough for now.
Right.
So it was like, at that point, I was like, yeah, no, I ain't gonna be no token white friend, because and y'all fetishes and fantasies and fantasizations about having black or brown boyfriends was a bit much for me.
No, it's so weird. Like, it really is a really strange place to be in, where like like you say you care about me, but some of the policies and some of the ideologies that you hold
they don't
are detrimental to me as a person.
They don't quite match up. Yeah,
like that is real weird. Real weird vibes. Like, I remember I had a friend in like middle school who was like, I'm cool. Like, she was like, kind of cool with like black people. It was cool or whatever. And then she had the audacity to one day be like, yeah, but I would never date black people. What are we talking about? How did we get here? Right. And now I have to stand beside you. I'm just sitting here next to you, and you just said the thing.
You did. You said words.
You said words, and now I look like a stupid.
And that's what I told her. I was like, you just said I have a black friend. And everybody looked. I said, do you not realize everybody looked at her? They didn't blame her. Mm-hmm. But because you said, oh, yeah, I have black friends, and then you're sitting right here up under her, you think they're not going to look at her?
When you do that, you put your black friend, as a bullet, like a bulletproof vest. You put your black friend on as a bulletproof vest.
And they take all the hits. And I said, you don't even understand the weight or the gravity of what the fuck you do.
Because not only do I have to defend you against everybody else, I got to defend you against white people, black people, my people, your people. Like, right. That is so much.
You.
Because I was like, she's not going to save you in this. And even the white kids told her, they was like, girl, you don't care. This ain't your first time doing this. Like, you continuously do this and you continuously lie and you make it seem like everybody, and it was one girl, you could tell she was quiet and don't say nothing to nobody. But baby, she got the talking piece and got the talking. She was like, and you can't sit here and act like you're just so threatened and you're the one that did it. And she did just like that. I was like, oh my God, today. Okay. And I said, and the only reason this is being addressed in the format that it was presented in is because you did it this way. Had you not done this in public, we wouldn't have had this conversation in public. And because you told me, that you wanted to be integral, here's how we do that. When you say something, I said, okay, so here's another thing. I said, when I say this to y'all may not understand it, but y'all gonna understand it. I said, what's said in the streets is addressed. I said, what's done in the streets gets addressed in the streets. Anything done there is gonna be addressed there.
Yeah.
And they was like, oh, yeah, I heard that before. I heard that. I said, okay, great. And then I said for the white people, okay, so anything done out in public is going to be addressed as such. And they were like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, and the point was, it was funny because the kids know she sees me. And they was like, but your counselor's black. So you don't understand her either? No. I said, oh, so you don't understand what I say? You don't understand what I be saying to you? Because I speak very clear English when I talk to you. So what you mean? What don't you understand?
Wild.
And she was like, no, that's not what I said. Oh, no. Speak up. Because you could talk way louder than this. I don't do all of this. I don't care.
So, hey. We have rambled and ranted.
And we ain't rambled and ranted about shit. This is what the fuck we said. It is the angry black woman syndrome. And you know what? Fuck y'all. Because as a black woman, I'm tired. I'm tired of the narrative, especially towards black women. Because if we are confident and we are very outspoken, oh, she's an angry, bitter black woman. No, fuck you, bitch. I said what I said, and you're not going to treat me as anything other than who I am. And so,
let black people, let black women, black people in general be. Just let
Period.
them.
End.
Can you just let them be?
and because it's Women's History Month, I just feel like you should just be a little nicer to women. Take a woman out to lunch or something.
Put some money in our Cash App.
Please. I like money. I like stuff.
I need some money.
All right, Channy, take us out.
All right, you guys. Guess what time it is, y'all? It's time for Music of the Week. Music of the Week, ay. Music of the Week. Music of the Week, ay.
All right, so this week on Music of the Week, I've been in real hood bitch vibes this week, and it's a little weird because y'all know I don't go there too much. Actually, that's a lie and a
I was
half.
going to say,
Don't go there.
madam, what do you mean?
Whew. Okay, so Realer by Meg Thee Stallion gets me in a really spicy place, and I love that for myself. It's a really great time.
It's a spicy song.
It's a
It is
spicy
She's a
song.
spicy lady.
And
wanna
I
hold
love her.
hand.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a spicy song. I love
It
it.
is a very spicy song.
So they heard me playing it a couple times on my way here, and I was in a great moment.
One day I'm going to hold her hand, and it's going to be the best day of my life.
I love that for you.
I love that for you.
We speak that into existence.
We sure do.
I,
Who's next?
Speaking of things that we were listening to in the car, Spooky Coochie by Doechii.
I'm going to hold her hand, too.
I love that fucking song.
I don't.
She goes off.
You were just... I don't.
I know.
It wasn't for me, but it was okay.
Anyway,
I love that for you guys.
I love that fucking song. It's so good.
Okay.
What about you?
So I've been listening to this song called Over by Lucky Day.
Yo, that sounds great.
Isn't it? Ain't
It's
it?
beautiful.
It's such a good song. And I love Lucky Day. I love him. That's a beautiful man.
It is. It is, in fact, a beautiful man.
Yeah.
Well,
Look, I behaved.
I mean, but he is a beautiful man, so
I was just saying one song.
Ain't he dead?
I'm proud of you because listen, y'all. If Quincy could, he would turn this into a full
This
music
would be a
podcast.
music
And
man
would.
episode.
And would.
It would be a
Ho.
full music podcast.
This
It'll
whole
be a full
podcast just
music
turned into Music
podcast.
Man.
Oh, God,
And I'm
I
like,
love music.
I mean, we love music, but this is not what we started. This is not who this podcast is for. Shout out to 85 South Show, but that's not what this is for.
Okay.
But I love you.
I love you too.
And we love y'all. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. I'm going to be honest with y'all, and I'm going to say this online because it's going to be funny. I know this is supposed to be a 2-episode day, but I ain't feel like it.
Oh no, I've realized very quickly.
Yeah. I knew what direction we were going.
It's like when we went back into it, I was like, oh no, it's not happening.
Yeah, no, we're
happening
not doing it today. So yeah, guys, we appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share this. Listen, y'all. Share this with somebody.
Yeah.
Please
Share it.
share it with somebody. Share.
We like new friends, new people to watch.
Now that last episode, please don't share that with nobody.
I mean, no, share that.
Dude,
That was. I'm sorry, y'all. That was actually a lot of fun. That was cool to like learn that kind of stuff from y'all.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I can't wait. Because the next one is nerdy shit.
Yeah, guys. So tune in for that episode because I'm going to learn some more shit. Because I promise you, I am a little nerdy, but they definitely take over for me on that one.
I'm borderline, man. I was a bully, so I don't know.
Hi. I am Das King Nerd.
So you going to sit here allowing this good podcast like that?
Am I? Listen, I'm very new to the world. We are supposed to be closing the episode.
All right, y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.